a sacred temple is so very important right now as we move through the changes on our earth, but also within ourselves. Some may realise we're going through these changes, some may not, but definitely you are noticing all of this, the things that are going on around us. So just allowing ourselves to go into a place where we're allowing ourselves to honour our own body, honour our own temple, our own journey, and, noticing parts of that, of how can I do that? Why am I doing that? Why do I need to do that? And where can I do that? There may be somewhere that you can do that. Now, just asking those questions for yourself, and maybe even asking, if you're at a place, why am I here? What do I need to do through these changes? When we make sacred time for ourselves, and this is a beautiful thing for everyone, for anyone to do, to allow yourself to have time, in nature, or time by yourself in a sacred place. It doesn't have to be sacred, but it can be. It would be beautiful if you make it sacred by lighting a candle and just having the intent, or having some incense burning, and crystals around that may assist you in bringing that energy, to help you. I've got some selenite, and I've got this amazing stone. Reminds me of Uluru. I don't know if you can see that. And it's from Australia, this stone. I always sit with that between my legs, or, at the base of my chakra, my first star center, to help to ground me. And, it's warm. It's so warm now. And just connecting to the warmth of Mother Earth, I think really, really nourishes us and brings us back to the ground. It brings us back into our body, into ourselves, and into Mother Earth. So I think as we're connecting with an earth crystal or a stone, it can help us to bring us back down to earth, where, we're not so much into our head. And, can you see all these things along here that sort of look like, the mounds at Uluru? That's on the other side, and this is on the side that I like, which is a big one here that reminds me of Uluru. And just, yesterday there was a video that I watched about Uluru and connecting to the root chakra and grounding us here on this earth. And I think that's very significant right now, particularly wherever we are in the world. But if we're in Australia, there might be something there to help ground you and be grounded on this earth through these changing times. I think that's going to be so, so helpful and so beneficial right now. Yeah. So just getting back to honouring our own temple, our own body, and our own divinity. That's our spiritual selves, but it's also our body, and we have a spiritual aspect of ourselves. So how can we do that? There's, sitting with yourself and meditating and asking, because it's going to be different for everybody. It's going to be different for you and different times in your life as well. So this video is timeless. It may help you at some time in your life, and you may need to come back at some stage. It might be drawn to come back to this video to be able to assist you into knowing what's right for you in the now moment. I've been drawn to actually pull some cards, do a reading at this time with the Crystal Oracle card. It's by Tony Carmine Salerno, and it's Wisdom from the Heart of the Earth. They're such beautiful, beautiful cards, and illustrated by what's her name? I'm just going to get back here to Layla Savalinen. She's beautiful, and she is so very good at her artistic and the energies, in these cards will actually come through in this reading, and also the goddesses wished to be here to bring some guidance at this time, whenever it is for you. So yeah, the reading I will do shortly, and just connecting in with all of those souls that are here now and in the future. Just take from it what is for you and leave the rest. Just connect in with your inner knowing, your intuition, with your innate parts of your wisdom that's within you, your spiritual wisdom, the 24th chromosome that you have as a spiritual being here on this human earth. That comes from the star mothers, from when we were seeded on this planet. So that is just so very special, and we have forgotten who we are. We're coming back to that time now to remember who we truly are, and remember that 24th chromosome, so we can awaken that and use that beautiful, powerful energy of our 24th chromosome to live on Earth, to create beautifully on Earth now and in the future. So I respect you for your journey and your healing journey. Definitely respecting all the shadow parts, that challenging parts of ourselves that we need to face through the mirrors that are presented to us on our journey. And it's been a challenge for me, but I am grateful. Once we've gotten past all those challenging moments, there may be still more to come. Who knows? But respecting that, because it is all sacred. Everything is sacred in our life, and when we can look at that as being sacred, we can change that perspective of going through these things. But when we're doing it, and our energy is more in a vibration where we're more in the old energy and not in the new earth energy, we're going to think that we're going to be a victim. And I've been there, and we're going to find it really hard, and we're going to go deep into the bottom of our well to really maybe fall in a heap or fall in a clump, or just cry, or think there's nothing that's going to be here to help me or fix me, or things like that. But saying that, we don't need to be fixed. We just need to remember who we are. And what all those things are just things that they're programs that we've been programmed into for such a long time, that we're now ready to look at them and allow that resistance that is so strong to be released. Allow it to be released, and to look at the shadows and say, wow, well, that I think, this part of this shadow that is within me, I can allow that space now. I can sit with that, and I can give my own temple, my own energy, that love and respect, that I can look at that shadow and I can love it for what it is. I don't want to deny it anymore. This is coming up because teaching you how to be able to soften into the mirrors that come. Because if we still resist the mirrors that we're faced with, that we don't want to look at within ourselves, that we are carrying within ourselves, but we sometimes don't realise that. Not putting each other down, but respecting each other's journey, and everyone is on that journey at a different stage, at a different level. And when we can support those, if we've been through a bit of a challenging time through our shadows and looking at the mirror within ourselves, and we've learned from that, we've learned some wisdom, when we can understand from a different perspective that the others, people around us, or people in your life, in your family, in your relationships, different situations that you may be facing, that they, or it may be even you, when we can have those around us that can understand that it's that part of ourselves that we don't want to look at, that we don't want to go into, that we don't want to delve into the deep darkness of it, the pain that is in there, the strong held energy. And that's what it is. It's energy that's come, and it's connected into our body. Our energy, it comes in from our energy field and into our body, and it does come from past lives. It comes from our childhood. So there's lots of things there. And when we can allow ourselves to go through this journey, it's the hero's journey, and allow ourselves to, and coming up, looking at the shadowy times, particularly at the dark moon time, and this will actually present itself a bit more and more intense, because we've got to go deep in, and it's going into the darkness. So it's just going in to allow ourselves to sit with our inner world, with our inner essence of who we are, and looking at those shadows that are actually within us, the beliefs, the programming that is ready to go, because we will keep being nudged, we will keep being pushed by the universe, by the Creator, by God, by all of our team, all of our guides to make those changes for ourselves. And when we do, we open up that beauty, like we release, we shed the old, which opens up the new, so that we can begin to create from our true soul essence. And that is what is wanting to come through. That is what is wanting to come and shine through you. So discovering the true self, it is a journey. It is definitely something that everyone, if they wish, can go through. And let me know in the comments if you're going through that, if you've accepted that this is the time, that you've been denying looking at the inner world, that it may not even be yours. It's the shadows that we've taken on, the beliefs that we've taken on from others and from our childhood. And just yesterday I did a bit of work going back into my past, in my childhood, where just remembering some things that those around me, that I felt like I had to be a certain way so that I could fit into a mold, I suppose, that was around me. So that remembrance, and there was quite a few different childhood memories that came up in the meditation that I did yesterday. But it allowed me to look at that and accept that and know that it wasn't mine. And it allowed me to release that. I allowed it to be released so that I could open up and allow my true essence of my true soul to come into my physical body, to come into my essence of who I truly am. So that's beautiful. And if you can do that, give yourself that time and space to go back. Maybe it's a past life, but that's where I went at this time. Yesterday was my childhood, where I was guided to go. And, there's different layers that we have to go through to shed those things that are covering our soul, so that we're not shining our true self out. So I hope I have encouraged you to maybe have some space for yourself, some beautiful sacred time, and just to go back and see what it is that may be ready to be shed from you, so that you can open up your soul into the life that you want to live. Allow your true soul to come out and shine in the world. There's been many things in past lives and things that I know that haven't been very nice, and things that have been done, things that I have done. I don't know all of them, but I don't need to, and we don't need to know all of that. It's just allowing the feelings. We certainly do get feelings of how we're feeling about certain things in our life, and that comes from a root cause from the past life or our childhood. So when we can go to that, we don't need to know what it is, but if it comes up, that's great. If you don't, you just have the intention to go deep to the root cause of that and allow it to be dissolved, so that you can open up so your beautiful soul can shine, your true soul essence can shine out. Okay, I'm going to connect with these cards and just see what message needs to come through right now for those that are connecting with this reading. And just see, I don't know how many cards I'm going to get. I'm just going to trust what comes forth and allow the energies, allow the messages to come through. Rightio. The first one is Tiger's Eye. Love Tiger's Eye. Beautiful Tiger's Eye. And I used to sit with my sphere of Tiger's Eye, but it sits here next to me. And it is beautiful to help with your solar plexus, but also to help to ground you, I feel, too. So I'm just going to read from this, because this brings in some beautiful healing energies into this reading. So this Tiger's Eye is here, and it says calm, clarity, balanced emotions, communication, and intuition. If you have been plagued with negative thoughts lately, Tiger's Eye will help you rid yourself of those intrusions and help you regain a positive and more inspiring attitude. You will soon begin to see things more clearly and realize that there was really nothing to fear in the first place. Calm your thoughts and start to listen to your intuition. Know that all is well and that only love surrounds you. This card is also about communication. You may avoid unnecessary turmoil and problems by communicating clearly with others. Don't be afraid to express your views honestly, and make sure there is no misunderstanding. You will gain respect and admiration for doing so. Okay, that's great. I love that. It's surprising, isn't it? You sort of don't think that message is going to come through from Tiger's Eye, but that's so beautiful. I love these cards. It's surprising, the messages that come through. I'm just going to see if there's any more. Is there any other messages that we need to know, that these beautiful souls that are here need to know, that can assist them at this time on their journey, on their hero's journey to finding and discovering their true soul and allowing it to shine out? Okay, the next one is Carnelian. Beautiful Carnelian. And we sort of connect that into our sacral chakra. We automatically connect with that. We connect with, the sacral chakra, the second chakra, second star center, our creative center. So this one is healing, creativity, energy, calmness, grounding, stability. This wonderful crystal offers you protection and healing. It will help dissolve the sadness you have recently experienced, as well as calm your thoughts and ease any anxiety. Carnelian will also help you express your emotions and stimulate your creativity. You are encouraged to take up a creative pursuit or hobby. Start to express yourself in whatever way you choose, without judgment. Working with colour will be especially helpful at the moment, as it can help stabilise and heal your emotions. Over the coming days, you will begin to feel a renewed sense of peace, joy, and wonderment for life. Give thanks for the wondrous blessing you are receiving. Beautiful. Sometimes, we think we're not receiving a blessing, but sometimes the blessings are in disguise. And that's those things that I was talking about before, that we're receiving all of that stuff, all those mirrors that can help us heal. And that's actually a blessing in disguise, really. So beautiful goddesses. And this is the goddess guidance oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. And just seeing what goddesses have any guidance for us right now that can assist us and assist you. I'm included in this at this time. So interesting. And we've got two there. I've got those both out there. So Dana, the High Priestess. Beautiful. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Okay, so just connect in with that beautiful wisdom that you have gained. Maybe you have gained wisdom over your journey, and now you are ready to come in and be that guiding light, that shining goddess or god that you are here to, help through connecting with the higher beings and the wisdom that comes through. So I'm just going to read from the card here. And there are some messages also that come through here. So the message from Dana is, your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom. I will assist you in manifesting platforms for your spiritual teaching, whether it's through teaching by example or through writing or speaking. All forms of teaching are equally valuable, no matter how many lives you touch. Beautiful. And then the other one is Una, and it's easy does it. So we do have to be gentle with ourselves, and there is no need to hurry or force things to happen, because we are forcing that. It's not happening by the grace of God. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So the message is, nurturing a cause or relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly come in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. All right, beautiful. So that's it for now, and I will definitely see you soon. Okay, love you all. Bye for now.